£200 million. 6 months of promises. And Manchester United still can't win a football match. This was supposed to be the season everything changed. Ruben Amorim arrived with a reputation as a tactical genius. The club spent more money than most countries' GDP on 3 world-class attackers. The fans dared to dream again. But after just 180 minutes of Premier League football, that dream feels more like a nightmare. 1 point from 2 games. A penalty miss that summed up everything wrong with this broken club, and a manager already telling his players they need to grow up. This is the story of how Manchester United's latest rebuild is already falling apart. Let's start with the moment that perfectly encapsulates Manchester United's current state. Bruno Fernandes, the captain, the leader, the man who carries this team's hopes on his shoulders, steps up to take a penalty that could change everything. But then referee Chris Kavanagh walks directly into his run-up path. What happens next tells you everything about this club's mentality. Instead of adapting, instead of staying calm, Bruno becomes rattled. He places the ball again, takes his run-up, and sends it sailing into the Craven Cottage sky. But here's the kicker. After the match, Bruno doesn't take responsibility. He blames the referee for not apologizing. This is a captain more focused on who wronged him than leading by example. Every great team is built from the back, and Manchester United's foundation is crumbling. Altay Bayindir, chosen over the unreliable Andre Onana, looks like a deer in headlights every time a cross comes into the box. Watch this. Every single Fulham corner becomes a moment of panic. Bayindir flaps, flails, and falls to the ground while Fulham players nudge him at crucial moments. The defenders in front of him are nervous wrecks because they have zero confidence in their last line of defense. Amorim knows both his keepers are problems. The club tried to sign Emi Martinez and Gianluigi Donnarumma this summer, but failed. Now he's playing goalkeeper roulette, knowing that whoever he picks is an accident waiting to happen. Matheus Cunha, £60 million. Brian Mbeumo, £75 million. Benjamin Sesko, £65 million. On paper, this is one of the most expensive forward lines ever assembled. In reality, they're ghosts. Cunha hit the post and forced a good save in the first half against Fulham, then disappeared. Mbeumo chased lost causes down blind alleys like a headless chicken. Sesko came off the bench and looked like he was playing a different sport than everyone else. These weren't cheap squad players. These were supposed to be the difference makers, the goal scorers who would transform draws into victories. Instead, they've scored 0 goals in 180 minutes of football. But here's the real problem. You can't score if you can't create. Bruno Fernandes is being asked to be Messi, Modric, and Makelele all rolled into one. He's sprinting back to defend, then sprinting forward to create, then taking penalties under pressure that no single player should carry. Casemiro can't run anymore. His legs are gone, and every opposition counterattack starts by running straight past him. Manuel Ugarte was supposed to be the solution, but he can't pass the ball 5 yards accurately. Mason Mount is playing out of position as a false 9 when he's not really a midfielder or a forward. It's tactical chaos disguised as a formation. Amorim says Mount makes them more robust. But robust isn't what United need when they can't create a decent chance to save their lives. After the Fulham draw, Ruben Amorim delivered a brutal assessment that sent shockwaves through Old Trafford. "We have to grow up a lot as a team," he said. Let that sink in. A manager telling professional footballers, some worth over £100 million, that they need to grow up. He watched his team score a goal and immediately forget how to play football. Instead of pushing for a second, they went into their shells like frightened children. "We want to win so badly," Amorim explained, "that we scored a goal and everyone was thinking, let's hold on to the advantage." This is a damning indictment of the mentality problem at Manchester United. These players have been conditioned to expect failure, to protect what little they have rather than go for more. This isn't just about tactics or individual mistakes. This is about a culture of mediocrity that has infected every corner of Old Trafford. Look at Bruno's reaction to missing the penalty. Instead of taking responsibility, he focuses on the referee not apologizing. Look at the goalkeeper situation. The club can't identify, negotiate for, or secure a reliable number 1 despite having unlimited resources. Look at the midfield. Years of recruitment have left them with players who can't run, can't pass, or can't defend. Amorim inherited this mess, but he's learning what every United manager, since Sir Alex Ferguson, has discovered: The problems run so deep that throwing money at them only makes things worse. The most damaging moment might not have been Bruno's penalty miss or Bayindir's goalkeeper chaos. It might have been Amorim's post-match honesty. When a manager publicly states his team needs to grow up, he's essentially admitting he's inherited children, not professional athletes. That kind of brutal assessment can either shock players into improvement or destroy what little confidence remains. At Manchester United, history suggests the latter is more likely. The clock is ticking on another rebuild, another manager, and another set of promises that feel increasingly hollow with each passing disappointment. Here's what nobody wants to admit about Manchester United's current crisis. This isn't temporary. This isn't bad luck. This isn't a few players having off days. Building intensity. This is institutional failure at the highest level. This is what happens when a football club loses its soul and tries to buy it back with transfer fees and manager changes. Peak intensity. £200 million spent on attackers who can't score. A captain who blames referees for his own mistakes. A goalkeeper who can't catch a cold. A manager already admitting his players need to grow up. Manchester United aren't just bad at football right now. They're bad at being a football club. The saddest part about Manchester United's decline isn't the dropped points or the individual errors. It's the erosion of hope itself. This is a club that taught the world that football could be beautiful, that comebacks were possible, that belief could overcome impossible odds. Now, they're teaching us about the opposite, how success can be squandered, how greatness can be forgotten. Ruben Amorim has a mountain to climb, but first he needs his players to stop digging the hole deeper. Until they learn to win the battles in their own minds, no amount of tactical innovation or transfer spending will matter. The question isn't whether Manchester United can return to their former glory. It's whether they remember what that glory actually looked like. What do you think? Is this just another false start, or are we watching the final decline of a footballing giant? Let me know in the comments below, and if this video helped you understand the depth of United's problems, smash that subscribe button, because this story is far from over.